Hello and welcome to my channel, Extremely Good Reviews. This is a My Thoughts on video. My thoughts on WWE SmackDown from November 20th, 2020. So, we kick off the show with the Street Profits. The Street Profits open the show. They are looking forward to Survivor Series, facing the New Day. Big E appears. Big E is there, doing an Undertaker gimmick, I think. The New Day will come to an end, apparently, at Survivor Series at the hands of the Street Profits. It will no longer be a New Day. Yes, it is. Big E says Woods and Kofi are here tonight. And we then go out to the ring. And who comes out? The New Day. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the Raw Tag Team Champions, come down to the ring. They cut a promo about how they're looking forward to Survivor Series, taking on the Street Profits. And they also reference that it'll be the farewell to The Undertaker, which is referenced several times through the night. It's a shame. But they are interrupted by Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion. Then comes out King Corbin, who interrupts, and I can see where this is going. Then comes out Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. The New Day try and play Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler off against King Corbin and Sami Zayn, saying that they're willing to put their Raw Tag Team titles on the line tonight on SmackDown between either one of these two teams. I think they're trying to get them to face off against each other, but no, it backfires. All four of these individuals attack the New Day, and the Street Profits come down to make the save. Ad break. When we're back, 8-man tag match. The Street Profits, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, teaming with the New Day, the Raw Tag Team Champions, taking on King Corbin, Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion, Dolph Ziggler, Ziggles, and Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, the Glorious One. So, yeah, this was a really fun match, considering all 8 individuals. Really fun, really entertaining. You think maybe that the heels might not work well together, but they seem to work well together. It's the SmackDown and the Raw Tag Team Champions that seem to have a little bit of dysfunctionality between them. But ultimately, it was okay, because in the end, it was the heel team that had the downfall of Sami Zayn not wanting to get involved in the match. He's got a match coming up at Survivor Series. He's against Bobby Lashley, of all people. You know, he wants to be fresh. He doesn't want to be into the ring. When he gets tagged into the ring, it's over. End of. Montez Ford hits a massive, one of his humongously high frog splashes onto Sami Zayn and wins the match. Montez Ford wins the match with his stupidly amazing frog splash. So, yay, yay, yay. That was our first match. Daniel Bryan is being interviewed. Well, it looks like he's about to be interviewed backstage. Sami Zayn comes in. They have a bit of interaction. Daniel Bryan shoves him away, for social distancing and whatnot. Get away from me! We go to an ad break. When we come back, Daniel Bryan is getting interviewed. He's asked about the attack by Jey Uso. It sounds like Daniel Bryan's out for an element of revenge. Give Jey Uso his comeuppance, basically. We then see Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce has just decided there's not going to be another qualifying match for the men's team, the men's SmackDown team for Survivor Series. No, he's just going to put Otis in there because he deserves it. Otis is happy, congratulated by Chad Gable and everything. Can't wait to see where they go with that when that fully gets into gear, that storyline. But yeah, he just adds Otis. Natalya then appears and it's like, well, if you can add him, why can't you just add me? And Adam Pearce says, well, I can only add one person. And I've decided to add Bayley. Bayley's being added to the SmackDown women's team for Survivor Series. However, you, Natalya, you have your match up next against Tamina. That is the final spot qualifying match. So, we get our second match of the night, Natalya taking on Tamina. Bianca Belair is there on commentary. Bayley comes down. She joins them on commentary. It was an okay match. Natalya ends up locking in the sharpshooter onto Tamina and making Tamina tap to win the match, as you would expect. So Natalya has, in the end, joined Team SmackDown, the women's team. They all get into the ring. Riot Squad come down. Team SmackDown ladies are all there standing tall together, whereas we've seen the dissension in the ranks of the women's team Raw. So, let's see what goes on Survivor Series there. Out comes Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is out next for the contract signing. He's followed, eventually, by Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns decides, I'm not sitting opposite Drew McIntyre at the table. No, I'm sitting at the head of the table. I'm the tribal chief. I'm in charge around here. I sit where I want. I'm having the head of the table. This ends up being a little bit back and forth, you know. I'm better than you, my championship's better than you, I'm more relevant than you, blah, blah, blah. A little back and forth. Anyway, the contract's signed and, you know, the match is official. Third match of the night, Seth Rollins taking on Buddy Murphy, the grudge match. Murphy comes out with the Mysterio family. Seth ends up wrapping Murphy up in the ropes. Seth gets a kendo stick, but Rey Mysterio stops him. So Seth decides, well, I'll take out Rey Mysterio. Dom tries to get involved. He takes out Dominic Mysterio. You know, it comes back down to Murphy and Seth Rollins, and they have a phenomenal match, a really great, enjoyable match. You could feel the anger and the hatred that Seth had for Murphy for costing him his feud with Rey Mysterio. You felt it. Murphy shows great fight and heart. Murphy hits Murphy's Law and pins Seth. What a win for Murphy. A win here over Seth frickin' Rollins. The Friday night savior, SmackDown savior. Seth Rollins, Murphy with a victory over him. Is this a build to making Murphy a main event relevant star? Probably not. This is WWE after all. After the ad break, Sasha Banks is in the ring and Asuka is in the ring. It's their little... I thought it was going to be a contract signing, but it wasn't. It was just being interviewed by Michael Cole. Michael Cole was in the ring asking questions. The boss, it's boss time, you know. I'm better than you. I beat you for your Raw Women's title. Asuka, well, I beat you to win it back, and I've had it since SummerSlam, and blah, blah, blah. Yakety, smackety. Nobody really cares. This was a really, really poor segment, I thought, until Carmella comes in and attacks Sasha Banks. Carmella chopping down the legs of Sasha Banks, leaves Sasha Banks lying, ties her up in the ropes, and then a boot to the side of the head. All the while, Asuka's just looking on, thinking, well, you're weakening my opponent for this weekend, so have at it. Fourth and final match of the night, Daniel Bryan taking on Jey Uso. Now, this was a great match as well. Probably wasn't as good as the Murphy-Seth Rollins match, but it was a great match. Daniel Bryan, like I said, trying to get that little element of revenge, retribution for what Jey Uso did to him a couple of weeks back. Daniel Bryan with sporting a new hair look, really cool. Jey keeps telling Bryan, it wasn't personal. It wasn't personal. Well, okay, maybe it wasn't personal, but you still did it, so, you know. Jey is very brutal in this match, targeting Bryan's kidneys with elbow strikes, with knee strikes and everything. It looks very, very violent. Daniel Bryan ends up getting a small package. He rolls Jey Uso up into a small package and gets the win. Daniel Bryan with that little element of revenge, I guess. Daniel Bryan with the victory. Well, where's Daniel Bryan for Survivor Series? He's not there. He's not on the card. I would have much rather not had this match and had Sami Zayn against Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental title. Do that title switch. And Bobby Lashley against Daniel Bryan is a match that I much rather see. But hey ho, you can't have everything. You can't get everything that you want. So yeah, overall, this was a good show. It's the go home episode before Survivor Series. It's tied up a few loose ends, like the final members of the men's team and the women's team for SmackDown at Survivor Series. Daniel Bryan getting his little element of revenge against Jey Uso and whatnot. But yeah, overall, it's just got to be a good show. My belt of the night has to be Seth Rollins against Murphy. What a match that was. It was really enjoyable. Should have been on a pay-per-view, I believe, but it wasn't. We got it here on SmackDown, and, you know, it was just a great match. It was a belter of a match. So those are my thoughts on SmackDown. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, like this video, and hit the subscribe button. And I just want to say a big thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and stay classy.